If I want to cut this, I just insert the wire up here. Hey guys, Brad here. Today we're going to take a look at a crimper that I absolutely love. This is a game changer. This is a Klein tool, and this is specifically a crimper for your data plugs. So things like your RJ45s, etc. So like Cat 5, Cat 6. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to actually use this tool, make a crimp, and just show you how awesome this thing is. First look, it's got a little bit of a rubber handle here, which is nice. And it is a crimping tool. So right in here, we've got a little blade that's meant for cutting. So I'm gonna show you how to use this cutter. We've also got an area right here for stripping. Then this is the trimming blade, and I'll show you how this works when we actually do our crimp. On the back, we've got this knob, which actually just sort of locks in the handle when you're not using it, just like that. And then we've got our two areas here for RJ45 and RJ11 fittings. This thing just really helps with making sure that you're getting your ends put on your data cables properly. I know a big problem with the other style is when you insert your little wires, which are quite small, especially on these Cat 6s, you got 8 wires here. When you're putting them in the ends on the other style, it's hard to know that you've got that perfect connection. The pass-through style, which this is for, just eliminates that guesswork, and you know you've got that perfect connection and you're not going to have to go back and snip your wire off and redo it. And when these things are about $1 each or 50 cents each, you know you want to make sure you're doing it correct. Let's start off with the other end here. So I've got some Cat 6 and I've already pre-done this end just because it does take a little time to put these wires through. What we're going to do is we're just going to show you how this cuts and how I can remove the sheathing to get to this stage. If I want to cut this, I just insert the wire up here and I can crimp it and it just cuts right off. Super easy. So if you want to remove the sheathing to get to this stage, you just slide it in the hole to your desired length. Pull this down and then just give the wire a spin, or you can just move the crimper like this and it's just barely cutting the sheathing. So now you just give it a little pull like this and it pulls right off. So now you've got the exposed wires. We didn't nick the wire at all, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we would untwist the wires and put them into the correct order. Now, the other thing that's great about this tool is that they have the different settings of wire order. So depending on what you're doing, if you're doing, say this one, this is the T568B method, or if you're doing the method below, you'd wire it in that corresponding order. So first would be a solid brown, then the striped brown, then the solid green, so on and so forth. Once we've sorted out our wires properly into the fitting, then we would slide this in here, making sure that this wire is all the way in. So you want the protective outside coating to be inside here. Then we would insert it into the tool, and when we crimp it, it's going to cut the wires off the end. So let's take a look at how it cuts these wires off. So it's trimmed it and it's done our crimp. And we know that this is all in the right order and we're good to go. We're going to guarantee that we've got a good connection. We don't need to worry about any kind of issues of maybe that one wire didn't get crimped properly or got twisted up inside or something like that. That is very common. So overall, I love this tool. It makes these fittings that are really finicky and, you know, trying to get the wires in the right order, it makes it really easy. I think if you're doing renovation work or anything like that on a home and you're doing a lot of data cable, I know a lot of people want to just run Wi-Fi, but I'm a big pusher of using hard wire cables because it's just so much faster. Sure, you can have your Wi-Fi, but this really does help speed up the whole process and just guaranteeing that you're going to get 100% connection. All right, guys, I really hope this video helps. Keep on crushing it and we'll catch you later.